welcome to another Putrid Ramblings. It is me, Papa Putrid, which someone called me in the comments, so I'm owning that one. Talking about this month, what did I do hobby-wise, what did I paint, who did I play against, all that stuff I'm going to talk about today. But first, I'm going to talk about some reveals, because there's been quite a bit of them because we had an Adepticon. And Games Workshop, sure, put out a lot of stuff again, which I'm just gonna have a little chat about that right now. Yeah. The first thing I want to talk about, which I have here, is the Gnome Blood Bowl team, which looks really fun. They're really, I like the gnomes, I like all the animals that they have as well. I already have the Halfling team, so this is probably not for me really, because I already have a I got lots of stunty teams already. I got the goblins, I got the halflings, I got the ogres, which is mainly just kobolds, or whatever their name is. But it looks great. The gnomes, they look really cool. I love all they got like a goose and a badger and a fox. It's really fun. I think the tree man is also new. It looks new. I have a tree man for my halflings, and I think it's different than this one, but it looks really nice. Next, I want to talk about the Dark Oath army set that was revealed, and I really like this set. It's I don't know what it is, like in a setting where you have all these weird magical stuff. You got dragons, you've got the undead roaming the lands. Just some guys and girls with barely any clothes on, with swords and shields. For some reason, it's just very refreshing. I love the sword and sorcery, low fantasy settings of like Conan a lot. So this really speaks to me. I do have the Warcry warband, which was a lot of fun to paint. I have a video of them, which you can see in the upper right corner. But the models look really cool. I love the chieftain on a war steed. I love that they have some weird masks as well. They look very low fantasy, but they got some devil masks for some reason, which looks really cool. Even the horses have masks, which is awesome. They have one monster, which I really like. I think it is a Dark Oath that something happened to him and he turned into a big hulking monster. He looks really cool. I'm curious of the size of the monster, if it could be a stand-in demon prince, but it's probably a little bit too small for that. But I like the pose. I do like it a lot. It looks really cool. But I would like to have the army set, because pretty much all the models in this set are awesome. Next up, I would like to talk about Adepticon with all their reveals, at least the stuff I find interesting. So I'd like to talk about Chaos Space Marines first, because I already have two Chaos Space Marine armies, which are the Death Guard and the World Eaters, and I wasn't really interested in getting just the normal Chaos Space Marines, but I do really like the Chaos Lord on foot. He looks really cool, which is a problem for me. The Chaos Lord on Jump Pack is okay, but then I saw that they've got these two boxes coming out of it. So you got the Chaos Lord on foot. He'll be with 10 Terminators, Chosen, Chaos Space Marines, and some Possessed. And all these models look really, really cool. And the other one comes with all those weird mutated cultists and demon prints and raptors. They also look really, really cool. So I was like, darn. All these models look really, really cool. Could I start a Night Lord's army, basically? But like, I definitely would be interested in painting those mutated cultists, because some of them look really, really weird. And I think it could make some gross stuff out of it. So that is really interesting to me. Yeah. Oh man. I like what they've done with the Chaos Space Marines, and I'm like, oh, should I also start a vanilla Chaos Space Marine army, and then maybe go Night Lords or Iron Warriors? But both color schemes I like a lot. Night Lords, I think, work more for like a warband. Like, I think a kill team should be released from the Night Lords. I'm still waiting for it. GW? Where are my Night Lords? But the Iron Warriors would be cool. Got some demon engines. Everything is this oily, greasy metal with the hazard stripes, which that's going to be annoying to paint all the hazard stripes, I guess. But I don't know. I kind of like Iron Warriors for a big army. And I do think they do weird experiments as well with cultists. So the cultists could also fit in there. I don't know. It's interesting. I wasn't really interested in Chaos Space Marines, but because of this one reveal of the the Chaos Lord on foot, now I'm suddenly really much interested in the Chaos Space Marines. So, marketing, G-Dubs does marketing really well, that's the problem, but oh well. What else did they got? They have, let's see, a Warcry. Yes, Warcry. They have a Warcry release, which I don't really care for. I don't like the Osarius Bone Reapers that much, and I don't really care for the Sylvaneth, for me personally. Like, the models look really cool, but it's not an army that I would be interested in playing. The one with the bees is pretty cool. But I do like the scenery that will be in the box. It is a big tree on legs with a mouth or maw, a little platform, which, now it's painted in sort of like a tree color, but if you paint it in a very fleshy color, it starts to look like something really bizarre and grotesque, which I'm all for. So I think I like the scenery more than the actual models. But so maybe if that scenery ever gets released separately, I think they sometimes do that. I could get that. Then we have Underworlds, which let's see. The Sigmar Electro boys look really fun, but I don't really care for Sigmar or Seeds of Sigmar. They look really cool. I will say that. I like the models, but it's not for me. And the Flesh Eater courts are, of course, for me because I love Flesh Eaters, but I already have so many Flesh Eaters I still want to paint. I do like the bad guy, the vampire, with his broken wings, and this butchered lady. I think it's a lady with a big cleaver. Oh no, wait, she has a hook on her arm, which is really cool. I like that. So I kind of like the Flesh Eater Courts group, but I don't know really what to do with them because I don't play Underworlds, but it would be nice to paint them up, I guess. And then you had the cinematic trailer for Age of Sigmar 4.0, which looks really cool. I'm not really a Skaven player. I love the Skaven as an idea. Curious what they'll do with Skaven for the 4th edition. I'm definitely going to look for it, but I don't know if I want a Skaven army. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I'll see what they do with the models. If they do new Plague Monks, I'll probably want those because they look really cool. Maybe I can use them in my Maggotkin of Nurgle army. I don't know, but yeah, cool stuff. Lots of fun releases. Yeah, those were the releases of this month, which it's a lot. And Age of Sigmar 4.0, what will they do with the rules? I think a lot of people were happy with Age of Sigmar 3. So, and now they're revamping the whole thing. So I'm curious, definitely curious. I would also like to talk about a couple of games that I played this month. First up, I played against the Ultramarines with my World Eaters, which was a victory for the World Eaters, which was really cool. The Ultramarines, I think he put up like a lot of small units, which were easily destroyable by my World Eaters because I was so fast. I was able to hold him in his own deployment zone. I basically had all the objectives already in first turn, and I think his Predator was able to blast some 8-bound off the table, but a lot of stuff made it to his deployment zone, and not even Gulliman was able to to save himself against the wrath of Angron. So that was it was an interesting battle, but I think at the end of the second turn it was already quite obvious what was going to happen. So another game that I played was a little introduction game of someone that came back to the hobby, which was really cool. He played with his Tyranids from the Leviathan Starter set, and I played with Death Guard. And yeah, the Tyranids are really tough. They're a tough nut to crack, but in the end, yeah, points wise, it was a bit. It went the Death Guard way quite a bit, but the one of the we also, like, I do not know the Tyranid rules. He was also very inexperienced, so we try to focus on the actual basic rules of 40K. So I think we probably missed some Tyranid rules that would probably made him a little stronger. Maybe I should have read up on Tyranids as well, but I didn't really. But it was a little introduction game, and his Tyranids looked really cool. I might have a photo which I'll put up here as well. It's a really fun color scheme. So yeah, hopefully until next time, and then you can kick my ass. So what have I been painting this month? I can tell you it's a lot, because I was really much in the Death Guard mood. So I was painting a lot of Death Guard at the same time, because a lot of steps in my painting recipe for Death Guard are easily repeatable with the airbrush. So I just basically took everything that I was painting and just went through everything. I wouldn't recommend to paint that much at the same time. It can be quite daunting, but I'm weird that way, I guess. I just went for it. Basically, I did all the everything with the airbrushing I did at the same time, which that goes pretty fast, I guess. It's fine, but after a while, I split up the painting steps with first focusing on the vehicles, which were a little bit different, and then focusing on the infantry models. And I was able to film a lot of stuff at the same time, which is also not recommended, because I was trying to keep up with what I was filming and painting, and luckily I was able to capture everything I wanted. Otherwise, I might have missed some crucial steps with filming. I miss filming sound like some little outro thingies where I just spin the model around to talk about what I was doing. But hopefully the tutorials were clear. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. The vehicles, the Plague Burst Crawler, I did a Plague Burst Crawler, 2 Rhinos, and a Predator. So 4 vehicles at the same time, which was actually quite fun, because I 3D printed the Rhinos and the Predator. So they had all these cool little Nurgle bits and bobs everywhere. They were really like mutated tanks, so it was a lot of fun to paint, a lot of details. I was able to make some shorts on how to paint like tentacles or gross stuff coming out of your tank, which was a lot of fun. The vehicles were from Warbear Studios, which unfortunately stopped making 3D models, which was that's a big shame. I really like their work. They had a whole range of, they called it Putrid Rangers, which they're alternatives to the Death Guard. They looked really nice. I was able to, before they closed up shop, I was able to get a Nurgle War Dog, their Plague Marines and stuff, so I can print additional stuff if I wanted to. Especially the War Dog looks really cool. It has all the weapon options, so I could now print, if I wanted, 2 War Dog allies for my Death Guard, if I want. Which I already printed one. I'm building it. I need to figure out how to magnetize the weapons in the resin. That's a project for something else. But yeah, unfortunately they stopped. But really appreciated their their sculpts. It was really nice. I also was able to paint the Death Shroud and Typhus, which I have no idea why I never bought those models when they first came out, because they look amazing and they're top Death Guard. But for some reason I never got them, which is weird to me. But I'm glad I was able to now get them and paint them up. The Death Shroud looked really cool, and I love Typhus. Like, his pose is a bit odd, I guess. It's very dynamic for a Nurgle model, but I like it. He's very happy. He has like a victory pose with his scythe. He got all the weird bugs coming out of his exhausts. It's he looks really nice. I like it. I like Typhus. So yeah, it's been a Death Guard month. I was able to make a lot of videos. I even made a little video about painting a Nurgling, which I thought was really fun. I had that thing lying around. I don't know which kit it was from, to be honest. Could it be the Glotkin or the Great Unclean One? I don't know. But he has this big, juicy maggot snack, and I thought it would look awesome on my Plagueburst Crawler, which I now have also learned I need more of those, apparently. I did ask in the video on tips for how to field a Plagueburst Crawler, and some people are actually very helpful, giving me some tips. And yeah, I need more Plagueburst Crawlers, which in due time. In due time, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm still painting up even more Death Guard. I actually needed a small break from them, which I'll talk about a little later. But yeah, Death Guard month was, I think, a big success. The videos were fun to make as well. So yeah, what will next month be? I don't know yet. Maybe it'll be scenery month, because I've got a lot of scenery I want to paint. I got the Eons of Battle scenery of this month for 40K, which I bought the STLs, and I'm currently printing them up now. So next month might be scenery month, for all I know. I don't know. We'll see. Now, I was already talking about the Chaos Space Marines that just because one model is released, I'm already like, oh my god, this is actually a cool army, and I might want it. Another thing I was thinking about, because the new codex is coming from the orcs, and I still have a lot of orcs. I'm curious if you're able, in the new codex, able to make a Speed Freaks army, which I love Speed Freaks. Most of my orcs, they're all on bikes and Defcoptus, they're all fast. Ones go faster. I really, really like the idea of the Speed Freaks. So I was wondering if when the new codex comes and it has a Speed Freak option, maybe I could repaint a couple of my old orcs. And I was thinking, and definitely let me know what you think, should I paint orcs in a grimdarky style or more a cartoony style, which, does fit the orcs a lot, bright colors, make them pop really, really well. So yeah, I was thinking, it might even be fun, even if I do not get the codex, it might be fun to repaint some old orcs as a little project. Some of the war bikers or something. Still one of my favorite models in all of 40K. Who doesn't love a orc on a motorcycle with a machine gun? I mean, yeah, definitely let me know. What do you guys think? Should I paint them in a grimdarky style or like a really nice, bright, cartoony style? I'm curious. That will be fun. Another thing that's coming up is I'm working on a competition piece. Well, at the moment of recording, it's nearly done. I have until the 1st of April. And I was thinking I want to make a separate video talking about competitions, because I learned some stuff while doing this, and I just it might be fun to make a video about that and see if other people think the same way, or that maybe I am just not cut out to be a competition piece painter. I don't know. But I would like to do that in a separate video. That would be a little bit, because these videos are a little bit all over the place. Just a little recap of the month, So yeah, competition piece. It's the Flesh Eater Court's Gore Warden that I chosen as my piece, because I needed a little break from all the Death Guard that I've been painting, and it's some of the Death Guards still waiting for me. So, but I do, because of this, have a bit of a new way of painting Flesh Eaters. So I will finally be building that army set that I have over here and painting that up. Using what I've learned while painting the competition piece. So I'll try to translate what I've done to a more streamlined version of that, so I can actually paint an army, because painting a competition piece is very different from army painting. And but I'll get back to you on that. Maybe somewhere this month I'll make like a little short video talking about it. I first want to finish it so I can show you the end result as well, which would be cool. And maybe, I don't know, I'll have knowledge on like where did I end up in the competition. And that's it for this month. Thanks for watching the whole video. I hope you enjoy it. I totally forgot to plug in my microphone, which is that's just great. I really the sound will probably be a bit echoey, which I don't know at the moment of recording, but microphone should have plugged it in, but I forgot. Anyway, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.